the great venues to watch a game in any sport and one of the best home crowds in any sport, Soldier Field in Chicago. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Dallas Cowboys and the Chicago Bears. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. There on first down, going to get him 5 up to the 30. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Second and 5. Now they try the right side here. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. From the gun, here's Fields. Flushed it, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Cameron Jordan so tough to block as he gets in there to record the sack. Here comes the Bears punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. On play action, Prescott. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown. Amari Cooper, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They saw their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stop it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, Try to get the #1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
14. Hey, come on, El. Come on, El. 14's the mic. 14's the mic. I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over.
On 2nd and 10, Fields. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
Mike 14. Mike 14. Watch the run. Watch the run. Check 50.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Mike 14. Mike 14. Warrior jump. Mike 14. Mike 14. All day. All day, every day.
On 2nd down and 4, Fields swings this out here for Cohen. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league in converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. Off play action, Fields. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Cameron Jordan in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Mike 14. Mike 14. Check back. 14's the mic. 14's the mic. Defense wins check.
Another try after the first down sack. Fields eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
You definitely would like to hit on that one because now you've got a 3rd and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Tighten up. Tighten up. Tighten up. Mike 14. Coming.
Fields now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Kill. Check 50. Check 50. Check.
On 2nd down now. It's Cohen. Oh, Cohen lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
Following the fumble recovery, Fields looking for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
14's the mic. Not today, you are. Not today. Mike 14, Mike 14. Come on. You better bring it. Mike 14, Mike 14. Here we go. 14.
Second and 10. Fields again. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at third down and long.
Mike 14, Mike 14. Here we go.
Throwing on third down, Fields. This is caught by Robinson. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Now a handoff looking right. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. 2 yards the loss, second and 12. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup there. And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard. And now here's a carry heading left. And this time he is in. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Second and 10. Off the play fake, Prescott. Going back to Moore. This time he's got him complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Play action now, Prescott. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be a second down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
Here's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 25-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Flush to his right. And that'll be caught by Fehoko. A gain of 6 there on 1st. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. A give to Elliott running left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Cowboys have taken the lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass. Defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. Now the point after try for Santos. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. 1-7 their record here at the midway point of the season. And right now this organization, more than likely if you look at it, CD, probably in for a rough second half of the season.
Well, we've seen teams turn things around in other places. I mean, we've seen 1-7 first halves turn into 5-3 second halves. But with this squad, I think these guys aren't playing to get into the playoffs. They're playing for their jobs. So's the coaching staff. They're coaching for theirs. Front office trying to keep theirs. The heat is on from all directions. And what's interesting is a lot of these guys are playing for jobs.
Oh, Prescott stripped. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they'll spot him at the 3-yard line. He let one slip away last week as well, so now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
Well, we were out of practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a 2-hand monster.
And we looked at each other. 2-hand. Oh, I get it. Two-hand monster. Both hands on the football. Taking care of it. Putting it away so the ball doesn't get dropped.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
And they'll run again. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bears on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Santos with the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. Touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You'd better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. It'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
From the 29, Prescott. He'll get this to Elliott. And out of bounds right around the 20. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
From the red zone now, Prescott. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
They'll throw again. Prescott. And he comes back with one complete. And the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Throwing, Prescott, sliding out of the pocket. to the goal line, but it's incomplete. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Running the jet sweep as Prescott bats it forward. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Prescott off play action. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it. Running with Elliott. He's fighting, but they're not going to let him in. Stopped at the 2-yard line. Ezekiel Elliott unable to punch it in. And the Chicago defense able to come up with a goal line stand. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle. Now a 2nd down and 6. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll be out of bounds right at about the 10-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. Yeah, the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back. Back to throw, Fields. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. Play fake. Here's Prescott. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. And oh, it'll be intercepted.
Picked up by Jalen Johnson.
Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Going for the deep ball.
And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
So we come upon halftime here at Soldier Field with the Bears out in front. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, it's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the 3rd quarter.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the 3rd quarter.
On 2nd down, Prescott again. Flushed out right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. He's picked off at his own 46. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be an even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Jabril Cox. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at third down and long.
Mike 14. Let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration. 14's the Mike.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Mike 14. Mike 14. Yeah. 14's the Mike. 14's the Mike.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Here comes the Bears punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Now Prescott. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That's good for 28 yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Oh, Prescott stripped. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they bring this one back. A full return for a Bears touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave them a comfortable lead.
Santos able to tack on the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. Here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football, or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of them.
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Khalil Mack able to record his 5th sack of the season. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Another try after the first down sack. Prescott. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible. So I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
2nd and 6. Out of the gun, Fields.
Eluding the pressure right. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. First target, first catch, and a first down.
Now Fields.
And it's incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Here's Fields. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes.
Cameron Jordan getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. We call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. To throw is Prescott. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Third and long for Prescott. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's Fields. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Micah Parsons. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. Now on 2nd and 13. Fields. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
Third and long. It's Fields. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. To the right side, and he's got more complete.
Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Prescott now. Again, he finds more. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Prescott on 3rd and 2. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
He was able to get away initially on that play, but ultimately not much space to roam.
Great job there by them containing him, because you mentioned he got away initially, and how many times does that end up with a guy taking off for 15 or 20 yards? Here, the support was there, and they made the tackle for a loss.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Prescott. He's going to look deep for more. And this is caught. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Zerline now for the PAT. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. Grant, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Out to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Watch time. Check. My 14. Silver. My 14.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Fields. Man open is Robinson. And he makes it all the way down to the 31.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
My 14. Watch the out. 14's the mic. We're pretty quiet.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Fields. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds.
Fields on target to Mooney. First down, Chicago.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal.
To throw is Fields.
And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown Bears. Allen Robinson. His 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Bears are closing in on a 6-2 start as they extend this fourth quarter advantage.
Santos now to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
To throw again on second down. Prescott. And that'll be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
On third down, it's Prescott.
High throw, but the catch is made.
And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there with his 16th touchdown of the year.
And the Cowboys have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down.
Play action. It's Fields.
Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Picked up by Kelvin Joseph.
And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by Jalen Johnson.
It's just been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for him. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100 to 1. And it's not looking good for him here.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jabril Cox picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Whistles and a timeout at the 2:05 mark. So this defense wanting to get one more pause in before the 2-minute warning, and they do just that. The Bears on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and 19. Now it's Fields. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 38. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. Now Dak. Incomplete.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Now Prescott. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, this defense has been physical all game long, and it certainly looks like they're not going to back off and make things any easier. They want to keep making life miserable for the receivers all the way to the end.
Prescott. Flush to his right. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds, and then the last says, "Oh no, I better get down," and he ended up doing the right thing. But at that point, maybe close to letting it slip away.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And he's way down into Dallas territory inside the Cowboy 15. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown Bears. Allen Robinson. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Santos with the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Touchdown here, Santos, to kick this one away. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
One last shot now for Prescott. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Chicago,
they climb to 6-2 on the year as they close in on the midpoint of this 17-game schedule.
And they will hit the road next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for Dallas, the difficult season continues as they drop to 1-8. And they'll try again next week at home against Philadelphia. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.